October 6, 1993. Michael Jordan shook the foundations of the sporting world. He was only 30 years old, sitting at the absolute peak of human performance, having just completed a legendary championship three-peat with the Chicago Bulls. But behind the scenes, he was completely exhausted. The devastating murder of his father, James Jordan Sr., just months earlier, had stripped away his joy for the game. He famously stated he had nothing left to prove. Then came the real shock. Jordan signed a minor league contract with the Chicago White Sox organization. The global basketball icon was suddenly riding buses in the minor leagues, chasing his father's dream of him becoming a baseball player. The NBA landscape was instantly left in total darkness. With the king gone, the NBA crown was up for grabs. The Houston Rockets stepped up to claim the throne, but the gaping void left by Jordan was impossible to ignore. Fans and media were entirely obsessed with one question: will he ever come back? Back in Chicago, Scottie Pippen took the reins of the Bulls, leading them to an admirable 55-win season. But when the postseason arrived, the Bulls severely lacked that killer instinct only number 23 could provide. TV ratings dipped, and a strange sense of longing hung heavy over the entire league. Basketball just wasn't the same. By early 1995, a Major League Baseball strike stalled Jordan's baseball journey. Whispers began to circulate around Chicago. Jordan was spotted practicing at the Bulls facility. The rumor mill went into absolute overdrive. March 18th, 1995. The day sports history changed forever. Rumors of a comeback had reached a fever pitch, and the media was suffocating the Bulls' practice facility. Jordan knew he had to break the silence, but he didn't want a massive theatrical press conference. He wanted something raw and direct. His agent, David Falk, had drafted several long public statements explaining his motivations. Jordan looked at them all, shook his head and rejected them. He grabbed a piece of paper and wrote just two simple words that sent shockwaves across the globe: "I'm back." Within minutes of that fax hitting the wires, the news dominated every major news network, interrupting regular programming worldwide. Nike's stock value instantly surged, and ticket prices for the Bulls' next game skyrocketed by thousands of dollars. Less than 24 hours later, on March 19th, the world stopped to watch the Bulls face the Indiana Pacers. But as Jordan took the court, fans rubbed their eyes in total disbelief. The iconic number 23 was completely gone. In its place stood number 45. Jordan later revealed he changed his number because 23 was the last number his father saw him play in. Wearing 45, his old high school baseball number, felt like a brand new beginning. But the transition wasn't flawless. Jordan was rusty. He finished the game shooting just 7 for 28 from the field, scoring 19 points. The critics immediately began to pounce, whispering that the sabbatical had taken away his superhuman powers. They wondered if the greatest of all time was gone for good. Never doubt a genius. Just 10 days after his return, on March 29, 1995, Jordan marched into the basketball mecca, Madison Square Garden. The rival New York Knicks thought they were hosting a vulnerable icon. They were dead wrong. This was the night of the legendary double nickel. Jordan completely dismantled the Knicks' elite defense, exploding for a breathtaking 55 points. It wasn't just about the scoring output. It was a psychological statement to the entire world. The rust was officially gone. The lethal assassin had fully returned. The league was put on notice. The true king had reclaimed his throne, and he was back to dominate. The true climax of his return arrived the very next season, in 1996. Jordan led the Bulls to a historic, record-breaking 72-win regular season. On Father's Day, 1996, he secured his fourth NBA championship. The image of Jordan crying on the floor of the locker room, overwhelmed with grief and joy, remains one of the most emotional moments in human sports history. He had fully made his way back to the top, but he wasn't done. This was just the catalyst for a whole new era of absolute domination. Jordan would go on to capture back-to-back championships in 1997 and 1998, cementing a second historic three-peat. From hitting the iconic flu game shot in Utah to burying the legendary last shot in 1998, Michael Jordan proved to the world that his 2-year absence was just a brief intermission in a career of unparalleled basketball supremacy.